Hey everybody, welcome back to another video with The Average John Boy. In today's video we're going to be going over a really cool new bike that I just got sent to me, and it's called the Bandit e-bike ForeRunner Step Up. We have it here. It comes in three different colors: beige, gray, and white. Obviously we have the beige one, and it is a really nice matte finish on the paint job. I'm not too sure about the other two colors as I don't have them here, but for this specific beige color it is going to be a tan sand matte finish. To go into some of the specs on the bike, we have a 48 volt 14.5 amp hour battery. It's going to be right here located on the frame, and a really cool feature about this battery is you don't have to take it out of the frame of the bike to be able to charge it. You could just plug your charger right into the frame and your battery is going to start charging. As far as the motor, you have a 750 watt RearHub motor. They're claiming 65 miles plus per battery charge, but as we all know that's usually not the case unless you're going downhill with the motor off. But they are saying 65 plus miles per charge, and we are going to put that to test in a later video, but I don't think we're going to be getting that with this battery. You have 26x4 fat tires, puncture resistant, both front and rear mud flaps, hydraulic disc brakes, really cool LCD color screen that we're going to go into later, and your 7-speed Shimano shifter. I feel like that's typical on e-bikes nowadays. But next to that, you have your motorcycle throttle. So without further ado, we're gonna hop on this bike, we're gonna take it for a spin, and we're gonna see how we like it while we're on the road. Here we go. Alright, so we're going to turn this bike on. You have your control panel right here. Fire it up. And as I mentioned, you have a really nice LCD smart color screen. Little added safety feature on this bike is it does have a passcode to be able to access the controls. What that means is you could either enter your numerical passcode right here, or this bike comes with two touch to tap unlock cards. I'm going to shut the bike off. I'm going to show you guys how that works again, because I think this is an awesome feature. Turn it on, get this little card, tap it right there, and your bike is unlocked. You have access to your pedal assist, level 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 6. You got your color screen, gives you your battery life, overall odometer, 13.1. As I said, we did take this bike for a drive before we made this video. Go ahead, we're gonna hop on and we're gonna get to it. Okay, the overall saddle feels good. I feel like that's always subjective. It's all preference. Some people like handlebars that are lower, some people like them higher. Right off the bat, this bike's pretty comfortable for me. I'm not that tall either, I'm 5'9". And we're on level assist 1. Okay. Ooh. Nice little pick-me-up there. So right off the bat, motor sounds cool. It sounds like some sort of alien spaceship. It has a very nice, pleasant hum to it. It has no clicking, no rubbing, no warped sound. So the motor sounds great. And we are still on level assist 1. As previously mentioned, you have a 750 watt RearHub motor. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this bike to the classic hill that we always go to test how strong and powerful these motors are. And we're going to go up twice. We're going to use pedal assist once, and then we're going to do just the throttle. And then we are going to go back down that same hill, and we're going to test those brakes out. We're going to get this bike up to hopefully 35, 40 miles an hour, and we're going to slam on those hydraulic disc brakes. So that's going to be the first test we run, and I'll see you when we get there. Okay, so a really cool feature this bike has is it gives you the opportunity to change your bike speed and torque output, if that makes sense. So let me just show you here. We're going to go to our menu. We're going to go down to riding mode. We're gonna set it for torque. It already was, but we're gonna set it for torque. And now we're gonna give this hill a test. So this is gonna be the first test, pedal assist. We're gonna have to go level 7, or level 6, I'm sorry, highest one. We're gonna drop the gears all the way down, and we're gonna see how easy it is to get up this hill. So here we go. All right, here we go. Going up the hill, drop the gears all the way down. Pedal assist, level 6, 17 miles an hour, and now we hit that hill. So let's see how this torque portion of the bike is going to hold up. Okay. Drop it back down the gears. We're at 3. I'm not really pedaling hard at all. It's getting up slowly, but I'm not working to get the bike up, if that makes any sort of sense. Pedals are easily rotating around. The motor is still going. Okay, and now we're peaking that hill. Motor's kicking in a little more. And here we go. Okay. And bada bing, bada boom. How you doing? We made it. So, first impression, it's not the most powerful, okay? But that's something that you're gonna have to expect when you're buying a bike with all of these features. You are getting the nice screen, you are getting the Shimano shifter. It's a nice bike for $12.99. So I feel like the power of this motor is obviously something that you're not going to feel the same way you would feel on a bike that's maybe $3,000–$4,000. But guess what? This bike is $12.99, like I said. So I think for the price that the motor that you're getting on here is perfect for this price point. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna test it out, throttle only. We're gonna go up the other side of this hill, throttle only, and we're gonna see again how this motor holds up. So right off the bat, 9 miles an hour. Feels like it feels like it's working. 11. Now we're hitting the steepest part of this hill. It may not look steep on camera, but walking up it is like the worst thing in the world. So just put that into perspective. 6 miles per hour, and we are chugging, but we're getting up. At no point did I feel like the bike was gonna stop, so that's good. We got up it. 7, and we're cresting the top of the hill, and there we go. So again, right off the bat, the torque on this bike is not going to be that of a higher end bike, but you're not spending the money you are on a higher end bike, so it's exactly where it should be. I feel like for the average John Boy or the average rider, it's more than enough power in this motor, and you're getting what you pay for there. It's perfectly set at that price point with everything else you're getting on this bike. If you are going to ride something with more hills, if you look, 72% battery life. I think when we started this video it was 77, so it did drain the battery, so that's how you know the motor was working pretty hard. Battery did drain pretty well. Maybe if you are riding more hills, you want to look at getting a different bike with a little more power to kind of offset that. So now that we did both of those, we're going to hit this hill, hopefully get the bike up to 35–40 miles an hour, and then we're going to slam on the brakes and test out those hydraulic disc brakes. So I'm going to set the camera up on the handlebar so I have both hands while I'm going that speed, a little more safe, and we'll discuss afterwards. So here we go. Wish me luck. Okay. Okay, so last I checked, we hit 37 miles an hour, maybe 36, 37. I hit the brakes right at that pole back there, and here we are. It's pretty damn good if you ask me. Again, hydraulic disc brakes. That was impressive, okay? That's a good set of brakes on this bike. No matter what bike you get, to stop that speed this close. I'm very impressed. So again, for this price point, you are getting a very good bike. So now we're just going to go for a stroll. We're going to talk a little bit more about the convenience of this bike and the overall rideability for the average John Boy or the average rider. The pedal assist levels are very cool. If you look right now, I'm on pedal assist level 1. On the left side of the screen, it reads eco. So what that means is your bike is in eco mode. You're going to be draining as little battery as possible, but you are sacrificing speed, you are sacrificing power. So give and take a little bit, right? If you want to go far, you may not go as fast. You want to go fast, you may not go as far. But everyone knows that when they're getting an e-bike. Speed does not equal distance. As you go up on the pedal assist, now we're in pedal assist level 3, that left-hand side of the screen now reads normal. You're going a good cruising speed. You're getting the expected battery range. You're not going fast, you're not going slow, you're not going far, you're not going short, you're going just average, right? This is what the bike is meant to be rode at, if you ask me. And you go up to level 4, you're still in that normal mode. I'm on a flat road right now, gear 7. I'm cruising at 18 miles an hour, and the bike is cooking, right? Like it's feeling awesome. The bike is moving smooth. We're going fast. The tires are gripping the pavement how they should. It's just a very comfortable ride at this 4 level. The higher you go up, the faster you go, the quicker your battery's gonna drain. If you look on the left side of the screen, it now reads sport. You're gonna be going faster, but you're not gonna be going as far. Your battery's gonna drain a little quicker. So, we're on pedal assist level 6, sport mode, flat, perfectly paved, brand new road. So according to Bandit, we should be able to get this bike up to 28 miles an hour using pedal assist. So we're gear 7, level 6, let's give it a go. 27.78, and there you are. Yeah, 28 miles an hour. I'm not even breathing heavy. And this bike is moving, okay? And it is sturdy. The motor, throughout that 28 mile an hour journey, that motor sounded exactly as it does on level 1. The bike feels exactly how it does on level 1. It's a sturdy ride. The motor easily backs that 28 mile per hour top speed. And I am really liking this bike. This bike is really impressive to me. Especially, I'll say it again, especially at that $12.99 price point. I feel like this bike is hard to beat. As far as the overall comfort of the bike, I know that's something, especially with the older population, that's something that's very important. This bike is relatively light. When I try and maneuver the bike throughout the garage before I'm on it, I have no feeling. I do have some heavier bikes, and it's not the easiest thing in the world. I have no feeling of stress when I'm operating this bike, when I'm not sitting on it. I feel like I can negotiate it, maneuver it however I want to, with no problem at all. When I am on the bike and I'm standing, so sitting down, feet on the ground, this bike is very easy to control. I feel like I'm in control of it at all times. If I feel like I'm unsteady at some point, I have no doubt that my feet and my legs are going to be able to catch myself. I'm not going to tip over. I've seen that happen before. It's not a good feeling. I've done it myself. It's embarrassing. You're worried you could potentially damage your bike. I don't have that problem with this bike at all. The 26x4 tires, again, this is a newly paved road. I'm not on sand, I'm not on dirt, but they are gripping this pavement extremely well. I feel like I could hit, when I was doing those 28 mile an hour run, I feel like I could pretty much take a turn at a 90-degree angle, and these tires are going to be good. So when we started the trip, we were at 77% battery life. We're already down to 67. So as I previously said, that's 65 mile, I
guess, top range. I don't think you're getting that. I don't think you're getting the top range on any bike listed on the internet. No matter what the bike is, if they say you're gonna get this amount of miles, I don't know if I believe any of them. But if I keep it on pedal assist level 1, do I think I can get 25, 30 miles in a trip? Yeah, I think so. But that's 65, especially with a 14.5 amp hour battery. That's really hard to believe, especially after riding the bike for a little while. The handlebar position is awesome. I typically like to be a little more upright when I ride, which the type of riding I do is kind of counterproductive, I guess you could say. I like to do a lot of sport riding, but this is more of an upright position. I feel like it's not quite at like the level of a cruiser bike or a beach bike, but this is an all sport utility e-bike. That's what they label it as. So I feel like I do have the all sport feel. It's not a cruiser, it's not a mountain bike. I feel comfortable. My wrists are in a comfortable position. Bike's it's easy to negotiate this bike. It's easy to maneuver. Hit that pretty good. Little bump. Bike sounded good, solid still. Hit another one, just to see. Yeah, this bike is great. I really am a big fan of this bike. No handing it. Bike is perfectly balanced in the center. Not a problem at all with that. I feel safe. I feel like I'm in control the entire time. We're on level 4, easy 18 miles per hour. Now excuse the brake rubbing. I don't know if you guys hear that. I always recommend taking your bike to a shop after assembling it. I did assemble this one myself, but I still haven't taken it to a shop. Get your brakes, make sure that everything on the bike is tightened, lubed up, brakes are good. I gotta take this, I want them to do my brake calipers to get rid of that rub. I want them to do a once over, make sure I put the bike together properly. Always recommended. If you wanna get the best performance, you wanna get the best stats out of your bike, you gotta go to the people who know what they're doing and make sure that you're set up for success on that end. Again, this is a Bandit e-bike, ForeRunner step up. They do make other bikes, they make higher end bikes, but I feel like at this price point, this bike is everything that they're saying it is. You're sacrificing that front basket. It doesn't come with a front basket, doesn't come with a rear basket. In my opinion, this bike is perfect to run errands back and forth downtown. You gotta go to the grocery store real quick, you go to the grocery store real quick. You gotta go to the gas station, you gotta get a pack of gum. Go get your pack of gum. Gotta get milk, bring a book bag, throw it on, milk goes in the book bag. You are never going to run into an issue with this bike, I feel. And I feel like you never want to be on a bike that you're unsure of. You don't want to get stuck on the side of the road. If a bike can't be ridden, what good is it? So I feel like with this bike, there is no question about it. I hop on, it's going to turn on. I'm going to be able to get where I got to go. The battery's going to last as long as I think it's going to last. There's no question marks with this bike at all. Okay. So if you're new to e-biking, if you want to go, you want to dive feet first in because you're afraid of going head first, this is the one for you. It's reliable. It's an awesome looking bike. It looks like an e-bike. It's got the big tires, and it's gonna get you where you gotta go. And that's all that matters in the end. Like I said, a bike that you can't ride is a bike that's no good. And I feel like this bike is everything you want it to be for a really good price. So let's hit this hill again. Another hill. Drop the gears down. And again, motor, it is what it is. $12.99. I don't feel like it's gonna fail me, but I also don't feel like I'm going up this hill at the best pace. But it gets me up the hill. So at the end of the day, if I'm not in a race, what does it matter? The brakes, as you saw, the brakes perform great. I gotta go adjust my brakes myself. Gotta bring them to that bike shop. get rid of that rub. And once I get rid of that rub, this bike is gonna be ridden a lot. Okay, I really like it. So if you guys liked it as well, make sure you give me a thumbs up, hit that like button, make sure you subscribe. I can't make these videos without you guys. So leave in the comments down below, what do you want to see next? And I'll see you there. See you guys.